Hey everybody, Chris Till from Time Travel Music here. Something unusual walked into the store last week. Check that thing out. 17 strings. Yeah, it's from about 1916, 1915. It's a Tonaharp. It is a lap harp guitar. You got a little label inside there that's got the information on the makers. Two gentlemen named Wilber and Boswell in Delanson, New York. Boswell's grandson has a website, so if you look up Tonaharp and Boswell, you'll find his grandson's website. Apparently these two gentlemen that made this were vaudeville performers back then. The 1910s, of course, was the heyday of the mandolin orchestra, so harp guitars were made to sort of provide a bass end in the mandolin orchestra music. It's early for a slide guitar, for Hawaiian style guitar, according to the legends that Hawaiian guitar didn't become popular in the United States till about 1914, 1915, after that big exhibition of Hawaiian music in about 1914. So it's early. This one it's in pretty darn great shape. It's well made. It's got fancy purfling all around the front and the sound holes, celluloid binding. Same on the back. It's got the purfling down the middle, the sides, celluloid binding. You can see the neck heel is lifting a little bit, so that might want to be reset, but it's holding good. It's got the original tuners. Amazingly, the buttons are all in good condition. Crazy tuning strips. This one has, 8 tuners on the one side. This has 9 tuners on the other. And those are one of a kind. Jake Wildwood, he's got a blog post on these. He's got a great blog. Antebellum Instruments. He thinks it was made in Chicago by Regal or Lyon Healy or something. The label on the inside does say manufactured in Delanson, New York. This has the original bridge, the original crazy nut. See, the tail pieces are mandolin tail pieces, really, that were sort of 3 mandolin tail pieces put together. This one still has the 3 covers. I didn't have the heart to take these old strings off of this, because look at this. They've actually repaired some old strings with solder and braided the strings together. They're kind of dead tone-wise, but they're just cute as the dickens to see strings repaired like that. One hears tales of old blues musicians fixing their strings like that, or old blues musicians down in the South that would boil their strings. They'd take them off the guitar and boil them to clean them up, so kind of harkens back to a lost age. On Boswell's grandson's website, he has a tuning chart that doesn't really make sense. He says it's tuned one. It's sort of like there's 3 courses almost, and he's got 5 strings tuned to a major key, 5 to a diminished key, and 7 to a minor key. I don't know what the proper tuning is. Jake Wildwood has his own tuning. I just put it in some random. I've got these 5 in a D major, this one kind of in a funky C tuning, and these down here in a kind of a C major tuning. I'm not a lap player, but it's a travel a lot of miles not find one of these. It's actually built with, there's an octagonal support rod that goes all the way through the middle, and that's why the top has a bit of a warp, but it's not bad. The neck, I believe, is rosewood, or the fingerboard. It has a slight crack, a couple of hairline cracks through the middle of the fingerboard, but they appear to be stable. It's a Tonaharp from about 1916, I think. I don't think very many of these were ever made. And this one actually comes with, hey, check it out, what's down here? The original case, which is in terrible condition. It's one of these end open cases, but somebody jacked it open thinking it was a regular case, so it opens like a top open case now. But hey, it did its job of protecting the instrument. Thanks, everybody.